Hello there, this is Rahul from All About Affiliate Marketing. In today's video, we'll talk about how to create an affiliate account with Commission Junction, or you may also call them CJ. Before we start, we should understand who Commission Junction is and what is an affiliate. So Commission Junction is one of the top affiliate marketing networks out there. They provide a platform to affiliates to connect with brands and promote these brands. And when affiliates promote these brands, they bring sales to the brands. In return, the affiliates gets commission via the platforms of Commission Junction. So this is how Commission Junction play a very big role in having the affiliate gets connected with the brand. Now, when it comes to the affiliates, affiliates are the individuals who have web presence out there. So they could have a website, a blog, a social media page. It could be anything, but they can basically promote brands. So anyone with a web presence, a website, blog, social media account, doesn't matter, can become an affiliate and start promoting these brands. And when the affiliates bring successful sales to these brands, in return the affiliates gets commission. So that's how exactly affiliate marketing works. And if you want to know more about it, I've mentioned some links in the video description. You may want to have a look at those too. So without further ado, let's move ahead with creating an affiliate account with Commission Junction. To do that, you can go to google.com and you can simply search for CJ affiliate. If you are aware of the websites, you can also go to cj.com, but if not, then you can search like the way I did, and you can look for the very first result that comes in, ensure it's cj.com. Now, before I click here, there is one more thing. With CJ, there is a geo blocking sometime. So if you're trying to access the website and if you get into a message that you cannot access the website, it could be due to geo blocking. So you might want to use VPN connection. And so if you already have VPN connection, just change the server to somewhere from US and then try to access the website. Same thing will happen with me while creating this video, and I'm also using a VPN. Though I'm from India and I should be able to create an account with cj.com, but still I got this geo blocking error. So you might want to try that too. Just a suggestion, this is an extension that you could use. It's called Free VPN for Chrome. If you're using Chrome browser, then you can use this extension, turn on the VPN, and then try to access cj.com. You should be able to do so. And don't worry, I'll mention the link of this extension in the video description too, so you can have a look at it too. All right, now you can click on cj.com home. Okay, as you can see, I got the message. The reason being the VPN is not activated. So let me activate the VPN first. You see, the server I have selected here is USA, and this is the extension. So I basically install it, and once it gets installed, I can see in here, and in here I can select the server, and when I click here, it gets connected. So simple. So you see VPN is currently on. Now, if I try to refresh it, it should work this time. You see, it worked. So this is how you can use it. Now to create an affiliate account with them, you can click on this button called sign up. In here, you'll see two sections here. One is the advertiser section and the another one is publisher section. Now, you may feel like since you'll be an affiliate promoting brands, that means you'll be advertising them, so you would be an advertiser. Well, that's not how it works when it comes to affiliate marketing. In affiliate marketing, terminologies are a bit different. So the brands in affiliate marketing are called advertisers and affiliates are called publishers. So as an affiliate, to create an affiliate account, you should be clicking on the sign up button in here on the publisher section. And once you click on it, give it a few seconds. All right, in here, you can select the language. You can select your country, and then you can mention your email address. Just gonna take the email address. I'm gonna mention it here. You can select a password and have it confirm. And go with capture. Okay, right, let's do it. Okay, for some reason it did not work. Let's try again. Sometimes this capture can be frustrating. Okay, once more. Let's do it again. Right, let's refresh it. Something seems off here. Okay, I just thinking, okay, wow. It's finally done. So once you're done with the capture, you can click on verify email. Now it will send the email to the given email address, and you may feel like when you will open the email, there will be a link. You click on it, and you got an account. Well, that's not how it works. There is when it comes to the affiliate account with CJ, it's a brief. It's not a brief process. It's a very detailed process. So let's go. Let's check the Gmail account of ours. Okay, so you see, this is an email. So this is how you will receive an email from CJ. Now, if you don't see it in your inbox, you may have a look at the spam box or any other folder of your email account. It could be anywhere. Now, you can click on this button called Create My CJ Publisher Account, and it should take you to a page. In here you can read all the agreements that you have with CJ, with their advertisers or brands, you may call them. I highly recommend to read all these, as it's beneficial for us so that we understand the agreement we have with CJ. They have written everything in the agreement as to what we can do, what we can't do, and about our payments as well, like what would qualify us to get payments and all those important stuff. So we'll start from here, like you can read it, and then you can give age certification tick marks here. And once you're done with it, you can read through these agreements as well, agreements and policies. Now, if you would observe, it says not accepted. And if I try to click here, it's not accessible. The reason being, I have to click on this first. This will open up the agreement and I can read it. So I highly recommend that you read it. Once you have read it, you can click on close and this button would appear here. So you can click here and it just got turned to accepted. Same way you can do with software policy. Click on it, the hyperlink, read through it, close it, click on accept agreement. And so that's privacy policy. Click on the hyperlink, read through it, close it, accept agreement, and then you click on continue to account. And so this should take you to the login screen now. In here, you can mention the email address and the password that you have given while creating an account with them, the very first form, if you recall. And then sure, you're giving the right password. Give it a second. Wait for it. Okay. All right, so this is the interface that you see. It's the dashboard, publisher dashboard, you might call it, by CJ. And this is onboarding checklists and guides. Before we can even activate this account, the dashboard we're seeing, before we can activate this publisher account, we have to go through with all this. These are different steps, and this is what we're going to do as well in this video, because without it, without completing all these steps, you won't be able to activate your publisher account, and without it, you can't even promote different brands of CJ. So we already did the first thing, which is validate email. The second thing that we have to do is enter user information. For it, we can click on add user information. This should take us to a different section of the dashboard. We can give it a few seconds. Now in here, we can click on this pencil sign, but let's click on next first and close this pop-ups. Okay, this pencil sign. In here, we can mention our first name, last name. So just gonna copy and paste here. These are just some dummy information, since the purpose of the video is just to guide you how to create an account. So you can mention your first name here, last name here. In here you can mention the phone number, and whenever you fill in the information, ensure you're following the format requirements as well. So this is 10-digit number, and since this title is not necessary, so I can just keep it as it is without entering any detail in here. Okay, so once you have entered the first name, last name, email address, just have a look at it, verify like it's the right one, phone number, and then click on save. Okay, so you see it got updated in here, your name and the phone number. Then you can click on onboarding checklist again and wait for it to load. Okay, now you see second thing is done from the checklist. Let's move to the third one, which is we have to complete our profile. And give it a few seconds as well. In here, you are to start with description. Let's click on next, close it, and then click on edit. In here you have to write about your websites. For example, if you're an affiliate with website, you can write about your strategy, your strength, your goal, all the things, basically whatever you're going to write here. When you will be reaching out to the brands later on, the brands will see this information. So it's very important that you be descriptive here, and the information right here should be very good, because it kind of empowers the brands to be connected with you and offer you well. So for now, for the video purpose, I'm just gonna write some dummy text in here, but you have to avoid doing it. You have to write something. Then you can click on, in the promotional method, you can click on manage promotional properties. Okay, before that you have to save it. Okay, so description got saved. Then you can click on manage promotional properties and wait for it to load. All right, now on this page you have to click on create property. In here you have to define what kind of property do you have. That means what kind of online presence do you have. Do you have a website, a blog, a social media page, email marketing, a mobile app, and all these things? So in our case, we can just go with the website, assuming we have a website. Once you do that, you have to mention in here the website. Now you have to follow this format in here, so which is https :/ just for the video purpose. Again, I'm going to write abctest.com. This is not an actual website, but you have to mention the web address of your website in here, following the format like this. Once you're done with it, you can come down and define your promotional model. So on this website that we have mentioned here, or anything that we select here, the question is how exactly we will be like, what's our business model in here. So in our case, since I mentioned website, do I put some content over there, like it's a blogging website or some sort of media, or is it like coupon deal website? So whatever suits here, we can just select for ourselves. We have to read it and select it accordingly. So in our case, assume that I have a website where I put the content for the consumers to read it. So I tick mark this, and you see I have an option to set this business model as primary business model for myself. I can also tick mark other business model, because sometimes you may have one web presence, but that could match different business model as well. So you can select multiple as well, but you can keep one as a primary promotional model. So in our case, I'm just gonna keep the first one as primary promotional model by just clicking on that button which was there, and it will turn into a purplish color, which implies that it's active. Then you can go down and name your property. You can mention the name of your website in here. So I'm gonna write ABC text. You can describe again your property. You can talk a bit about your website, and you can tick mark this. This is my primary promotional property. and then define your tags. So this is basically you can mention different tags here. So whenever any brand who wanna find you, they can use, while searching by that tag, your affiliate account would come to their attention first. So it's kind of basically it helps them connect with you on a larger scale. So in our case, I'm just gonna write ABC. You see, from the drop down, I can click on create ABC. So one tag got created. Then the next tag, I can write ABC test, can create it. So you can write text like this. So once you're done with selecting your property in here, then business model in here or promotional model, and your property naming in here and tags, you should be having a button for save. Okay, it's in here in submit on the top right hand side. So you can click on submit button and it got created. Close this. Right, so now we have a property. We can close this section by clicking on this cross sign on the top right hand side and wait for it to load. All right, so we are done with the fourth section in here. Now we have to start with the company details and tax form. Now this is very important. This is the place where many affiliates who wants to be an affiliate with CJ, they struggle a lot because we're talking about tax information in here. So click on submit form and wait for it to load. Again, a few seconds in here. And sometimes you may observe that whenever it comes to dashboard, it usually takes a longer than the website loading time. But it's fine. It's just a few minutes, so we can always wait. Okay, you can click on next in here, next in here, and next in here, and close it. So there are two sections on this page that you have to update. One is the section, the account section. The edit sign is here, and the other one is the text information, the edit buttons in here. So we will start with the account one. We'll click edit here. It will ask you to mention the password. So we have to select the password, or we can type in the password, and you can see it opened up for us to enter. Now, organization name should be whatever the name of your organization. Ensure it should be legal because it's for the tax purposes and all. And if you're individual, you might want to write your name. So in our case, I'm gonna write ABC test. In address, again, this should be your address. Again, for me, it's a dummy address. And city town, you can write the city. State province, you can select, start typing, and it will provide any drop down. Select from here. Postal code, country, again, go with the country of your registration, like text registration. Phone number here, just take the phone number. Okay. All right. Now, I will not be writing anything in fax because the reason being it's not mandatory. Then I can select functional currency. If I click here, you see not all the currency you will see here, so it's fine to just keep it as USD. You can select language, date format, limit initial search results to country of location. You can like here read more on it to understand better. So once you're done with these things, you can click on save, and this section is done. Now we are to update our text information. For this, you can click on edit. Again, enter the password, ensure you're entering it right, and click on submit. Wait for it to load again. Right, so in here, you have to select the text form so you can read it. If you have an entity, for example, if you have a business that's from US, then you must select this. See, as it's written here, so for an entity or individual that is a resident in the US for that purposes. So select this if you're from US. But if you're an individual who is not a tax resident in US and is the beneficial owner of income not relevant for entity. So it's basically if you're an individual who is not a tax resident of US, they can select this one. Since I'm an individual, so I'm gonna go with this. But if you're representing an organization, you can select this one, the W8B Advan E. So go with this selection, and you might want to also talk to your tax advisor here as to what selection they would advise you. But generally, people select this. Now, the next information in here is you have to mention name of the individual who is beneficial owner. So you have to mention a name, and it's very important whatever information you have filled in earlier should be here as well. So you can go with it accordingly. You have to mention the date of birth as well. Okay, well, you have to go down, select it. Country of citizenship, you can select, start typing the name, it will come, select from the drop down. Once you have selected or written these information, then you go to the permanent resident section. Again, in here, you can enter the information accordingly. And I just type in or select. Right, so let me take the address and paste it in here. So this way you can write the information. Postal code, you can write your postal code. Now, permanent resident section is necessary here, but mailing address section is, you see, it's not mandatory, but it's better to write since it will almost same, or not almost, it's actually same, but it's better to write just in case. Okay, you can copy and paste from here. And as you can see, I was telling that it's a very detailed process. Right. So once you have returned your mailing and permanent residence address, then you go down and US taxpayer identification numbers, SSN or I-10 if required. So if you have this number, you can mention in here. But since if we are from outside of US, then we must have a tax ID number. For India, we have PAN, and for other countries, we have like for European countries, they got VAT. So whatever it is, they can put the number in here. So again, I'm gonna put in the dummy number in here. Just this one. Okay. Now, then there is in the part two claim of tax treaty benefits. Now, if you think that you can claim for tax treaty benefits, that's I think that applies to US residents and the residents of some other countries. So if you think that you can claim this tax-free benefits, then you are to write all this information. And if you don't know what even that is, or you cannot even claim it, or you don't know, it doesn't even is applicable to you, in that case you can just uncheck, or you can just check it. So I'm not claiming tax-free benefits, and skip to part two. Now, basically skip this part. Now, this is not a like professional advice that I'm giving. You might still want to connect with a tax advisor just to ask what should you be doing. It's just that what generally people do when they create an account with CJ. If they think they should claim tax treaty benefits, they put in the information. Otherwise, they just tick mark this. All right. So once you're done with it, you come down, you read through all this information, and then you tick mark this, and in here you have to type in your name. It's basically e-signature, so it should be the same as you have written your first and last name, including the spelling and the case as well. Once you've returned it, you can click on submit. Okay, well, that's done. Now once you have updated this text form, you can go back, you can click on back to account manager, and it should take you to the checklist. Let's see. Right, so we're here and we have updated the text information as well. Now comes the payment information. This is very important because if you will not be putting the payment information, the question is how will you even get the commission when you generate the commission for different brands by promoting them. So to add it, you click on add payment information, wait for it to load. Again, it may take a few seconds. All right, so once we are here, we can see, okay, of course, you'll see this pop-up first, just close it. And we'll see our account information here, tax information in here. We have to select, basically look at this payment information section, and we have to click on this added section in here. And again, we have to enter our password. So if you have saved in your browser, you can select from there. Otherwise, you can simply just type in. Now, this will be a bit different. Once we will enter the password, it will send a verification code to our Gmail account. So I'm gonna go there and I'm gonna pick that code. So this is the email that we got, and this is the code. So I can copy this code. Sorry, not this one. This is the one that we got. So this is the code that I can copy, and I can go to the same section, and this is where I can place the verification code, and I can click on submit. Okay, the code did not work. Let me copy this again. Copy and paste it. Let's hope it works. For some reason, it's not working. So we're gonna try it once more. We're gonna enter the password, we're gonna submit it, and we will wait for a new email that we got. Okay, so let's copy it, paste the code in here. Okay, well, again, it's not working. Let's try the third time, and let's hope that it works. Okay, we got the third email as well. Okay, so I was entering the wrong code in here. Apologies for that. Okay, well, it did work. As you can see, the section got unlocked. Now, you can start with minimum payment amount in here. So basically, think about it this way. You, there will be time when you will activate your account and you will start promoting the brands, or you may call them advertisers, and you start generating commission. Now, the question is, how often do you want Commission Junction to send this payment to you? Like, do you want them to wait until it exceeds $100, or you want to minimize it to 50? Minimum is the 50 and the maximum is the 1,000. So let's say if I keep it 500, that means Commission Junction would only issue the payment to me if I have 500 commission in my account. I can generally see my commission in here in the balance section in here. So you can keep 500 or you can keep 50, totally up to you, or you can keep basically any amount between 50 to 1,000 USD. And then you can select the currency in here. So since I'm from India, so I'll just go with INR. I just have to find it. Okay, India INR. So you can select your home country currency in here, and this will basically, depending on the currency that you choose, it will provide the option in here for your bank account information. Now, in the account type, you can select checking, savings, whatever is the thing for you. In routing number, you can mention the routing number, and in the account number, you can mention the account number. Now, the another thing that I have realized is it's easy to find the account number. We all are aware of our account number, but sometimes it's hard to find the routing number. So the best way to find the routing number is you search for the routing number using Google search. So for example, since I'm in India, so I can type in ICICI, which is a bank in India, and routing number. You can see, so the moment I search for it, I will get some result out of here, and you see ICICI bank routing number is this. So this is how I could find it. You could, if you don't know your routing number, you have an option to call your bank and ask for the routing number there. Otherwise, you can Google search it this way and you can find it. So once you have the routing number, mention it here. Account number, mention it here. Bank name, tick mark this. Then you can select the payment method. So let's say if I want to pay by card, so I can select after reading it and then save it. So this is how you will add the bank information. Unfortunately, won't be adding it now, but you can do it. It's pretty simple. Just you can follow the way I said it. Now, after entering your bank information, click on save and then click on onboarding checklist again. Wait for it to load. All right, so by this time, you would have completed this section as well. The next and final section is answer some question to help us set you on the right path. So you can click on answer now and you can read through this. Like, do you run a network that other publishers join, more like sub-affiliate network? So you can select the answer. If you don't know, just code it, I don't know. And then just read through all these questions. These are basically marketing related questions, and then select the answer. It's pretty simple. Rate card placement, yes. And then once you have selected the answer, just click on submit answer. Okay, so this section will be done as well. Now we are like in this video, we only left with this section. Let's see what happens if I click on activate account in here. Let's wait for it. You see, I got this message. The reason being, I'm yet to complete this information. But once you do it, the moment you click on activate account, you should be able to access it without a problem. So this is how you create an account with CJ.com or Commission Junction. And once you have created an account, you can explore all the section to understand it better and start promoting different brands, or call them advertisers. The next question is, what if you have some questions related to this portal, to the dashboard, and you need support? The question is, whom should you reach out to? So for that, like if you ever have question, you can go to the website of CJ. Again, you can type in cj.com, or you can go through Google search, and you can go down to the very footer of the page and click on support center. In here you will see the some questions like FAQs and the answer. So most of the time you will be able to find your answer in here in the FAQs. And what if you cannot find your answer in here? In that case, you can just call on this number and someone will assist you. So this is how you can have your question addressed by the support team of Commission Junction, and this is how it goes. So in this video, we talk about how to create an affiliate account with CJ.com and how to reach out to the support team if need be. In case if you have any other question, or any question related to affiliate marketing as a whole, or any question related to CJ.com that you think that I would be able to help you with, or probably be able to create a video on, do mention in the comment of this video, so that I can try to make a video on it. And I hope you enjoyed the content of this video, and you liked it, it helped you. And if you want to be notified for more content that I create, do subscribe to the channel and also like this video. Much appreciated. Thank you for watching.